Hey, what's up, guys? Today I wanted to do a Minecraft server showcase. I've been playing on this server since it released about a week ago, and it's been pretty fun, so I thought I would share it with you guys. It's a server called Tower Realms. It's a survival server. Right now it's on 1.21.11. The owner plans to update to 26.2 once the last few important plugins are updated. You can still, however, connect with 26.2 if you're playing on that version. Alright, so let's get into the features. Alright, so first on the list, the server is Java and Bedrock crossplay compatible, which means you can play whether you're on Java version or on Bedrock version to be able to connect to the server. It also has a plugin called Grief Prevention, and that basically protects your claims. So if you get a golden shovel, you can go to one corner and right click it, and then go to the opposite corner and right click it, and it'll protect everything inside of your base. And you get claim blocks that are accrued as you play, so they can use. So when you right click one area to the other, it counts to the blocks and it'll tally them up. And if you have enough claim blocks, you can claim that area. See, right now I have 16,000. So you just kind of play and you get them. If you do claims list, it'll show you how many you have. Um, it'll tell you your coordinates of all the claims that you have, so you can keep track of them easily. The server also has MCMO, which is a plugin that has like a bunch of different skills and stuff and abilities that you can level up that that kind of give you special things that you can do. Like you have excavation, where like you use a shovel and you mine up, and it'll once you get your excavation high enough, it'll give you additional drops. Um, you got like herbalism, you get the high enough. It's for farming crops. When you get it high enough, it'll like do double drops and auto replant. Mining, it's basically just mining, and then when you get it up high enough, it'll do double drops. Especially like if you get like ores, or even so, if you have silk touch and you do the ores, it'll get double drops of the ores. Uh, Acrobatics, you get that high enough, when you fall, it'll negate the damage. Just stuff like that. It's a nice little plugin. All right, then over here we have crates. So you have the vote crate. It has a bunch of nice little things in here, some eggs, some blocks, keys to the better crates, and then so when you vote, you get those keys and you use them. And then we have the Genesis crate, which is just kind of like more like rare things, like Iron Golem. It has like a smelter pick, some nice book enchants, some custom armor, netherite, disguises. And then there's also the Ember crate. I think this is the lower one, but it still has some decent enchants in here, some armor, spawner, bee spawner, enderman spawner, and a nice little shovel. And then Midas crate over here. This has decent spawners, witch spawner, blaze spawner. It has a nice axe in here with deforestation. Still some custom enchants. And then this is the the OP crate. Basically, it has like really nice armors, custom enchants. It has a really good bow, a really good sword, and this an excavation pick, and then a custom tag you can put in front of your name. So yeah, these crates have decent amount of things in them. It's a nice little addition to the server. Alright, so the server also has a server shop. If you just do slash shop and it opens it up, you can buy blocks, all the basic, not all the basic, but a bunch of the basic building blocks. And here we've got some deep slate, some stone, cobblestone, and stuff like that. Some wood, ice, a couple little things here that'll help you build. And then you got lighting, all the decent, glass blocks, sea lanterns, glowstone, campfires, just all decent amount of lighting stuff. They got all the different potions materials that you would need, so you can make potions. You can buy a bunch of different crops, so you can go ahead and plant and harvest, make a little farm, make a little money. And then you can sell a bunch of blocks here to make some money, and then mob drops in here to make some money. It's basically whatever you want to do to make a farm, you can sell some of the stuff to get some money for the economy system. The server also has a grind system, which is basically like a quest system, and it gives you rewards. So if you do slash grind, you come over here and go to grind quests. As the seasons come out, you'll have the dailies, which you can do. They reset every day at midnight, and they're like small little things you can do for a small reward. And then we have the weekly quests, and these take a little bit more time, and they don't reset. Obviously, they every week they'll unlock So like the first week will have a set of quests, and you can do those, and you have to wait until the second week unlocks, and then when the second week unlocks, you can do those. But they're a little bit more challenging, like break 15,000 blocks, but the reward is a decent amount bigger, so it's worth it. And then if you come back in here into the main grind menu, and you can go in here, and once you tier up, and you'll be able to collect the rewards. It gives you tokens. It has the last few tiers have custom rewards like a Harvest Reaper, Dawnbreaker. Go ahead and open here. So here's the Discombobulator. Has not it's like a knockback stick, and then this hoe, it's Harvest Reaper, has Unbreaking 5 harvesting. This will help you with farming crops. This is a tag you add it, like if you unlocked it, you add it and puts it in front of your name. And then this Dawnbreaker sword has custom enchants on it, looting 5, sharpness 10. So that's an OP sword. But that's the very last. You have to go through the entire grind, but it's something nice little thing for something to do. All right, the server also has sell wands, and basically that is a stick that when you farm stuff and everything goes into a double chest, you can right click on the chest and it will sell everything in the chest. And right now we have the 1.5 sell on. It has 20 uses. The multiplier is 1.5. So when you right click on the chest, whatever the item's value normally is, it'll sell it for 1.5 of that. So you get a nice little bonus to that. And then there's also the one times, which doesn't have a increased multiplier on the sell. So it's just whatever the server sells the item for is what you'll get for it. But it's still handy for not having to take all the items out of the chest and sell them manually. You can just hit the stick onto the chest, and it'll sell everything in it. So the server also has custom enchants. Just to name a few, is the excavation, which is lets you mine in a 3x3 area. The Like I said, the pick in the Polaris crate has the excavation because you're mining 3x3 at a time instead of just a normal one. So that's a little handy little mining tool to have. The server also has deforestation, which basically just lets you, when you hit the axe on a tree, the whole tree will go down at once with just cutting one block. There's also telekinesis, which basically when you're mining all the drops that you normally see, they go straight into your inventory instead of just falling on the ground. And then there's also unbreakable vouchers, which obviously self-explanatory, but you add it to your any kind of tool or armor, and that piece will not or tool will not break. All right, next up we have custom disguises. So like in the crates, you'll win these like little voucher type things that you can redeem, and it basically lets you transform into other entities. So like if I just did /dis, uh, so I have right now I have 4. I have creeper, donkey, goat, iron golem, and then also if you want to undisguise, you also just do /undisg, and it'll undisguise you. Right, the server also has a virtual map which you can use by doing /map, and it'll bring you onto an internet tab, and you basically be able to see the layout of the world. You can see like claims, like see down here is claims. You see other players, stuff like that. It's just a useful tool to be able to explore the world better. The server also has pinata parties and vote parties. So basically, if you can see at the GUI of the scoreboard on the right, there is a vote party number, and the first number is the current votes that the server's at, and the second one is the threshold what it needs to get to hit a vote party. And once that number is reached, everyone will go to warp pinata party, and the pinata will spawn, and basically you just hit it and you get a bunch of rewards. It's a fun little thing to do that promotes people to vote on the server. Get some tokens here and there. The server also has ranks through voting, so if you do /ranks, it'll pull up a list. We have like citizen, which I think that's the one you start off at. There's apprentice, veteran, elite, champion, master, and they just come with a few little perks here and there. More set homes, workbench, disposable, veteran, grindstone, smith and table, more set homes, player warps, colored nicknames, inner chests, feed, top, player vaults, more set homes, player warps. And then the last one is the nicest one. It comes with fly and heal, which is nice. but it's just a little way for you. It's from through voting you can rank up and get some additional features. The server also has a referral system, so basically when you join the server, if you do slash refer space and you type in the code, whoever shared that code with you will get free keys, but you will also get free keys at the same time. Um, so it's just a nice little thing to help get people on the server. I'll put my referral code on the screen now, so when you join, so do slash refer and then use my code, and we'll both get keys. And then if you want to see your referral code, just do slash REFERRAL and then just type that in, and it'll pull up your code. The server currently does not have an AFK kick, which means you can build up these nice like crop farms or even some of the spawner farms and just kind of sit there and get materials or drops or whatever, and you don't have to worry about having to come back if you get kicked or like disconnected. So you can just sit there and farm some stuff and helps get money. Server also has a resource world, so you go slash res underscore world and it'll take you to it. And this is basically just a world that you can just freely mine stuff. You can cut down trees and not have to worry about it. You can place blocks. And it gets reset, so it doesn't matter. But this is where you want to come if you want to collect resources instead of tearing up the overworld. So it keeps the overworld looking nice, but it also lets you get resources freely. So this is where you'll come if you want to do that. And then along with the resource world, we have the end and the nether, which are also kind of like resource worlds. We do monthly resets of all three. So, the end of reset, you can get more lychers and shulkers. And then in the nether, the bastions and the strongholds, you can get new stuff once they reset. So I would recommend when you join, don't be building in those worlds because they will reset monthly. But it's just nice to keep those worlds fresh so people can get new stuff. And the server also uses a token system. So as you can see to the right of the scoreboard, the tower tokens. So if you go into token shop, there's a token shop GUI. It basically has keys that you can buy, which are those crates that I mentioned earlier. You can get more claim blocks, but it's just a way for the server to reward you for doing things. Um, like the grind system, it rewards you with tokens. The owner of the server pops on normally once a day and gives out free keys to everybody. The server uses player warps, so once you get up in, like if you go to ranks, let's come here. So the first apprentice comes with 1 player warp, 3 player warps, 5, 10. And basically these are just like warps if you want to share with people on the server. They can come and check it out. If you have like a shop that you want to make, you can set up a player warp and people can go to that player warp and then go and use the shops that you set up. Uh, and the chest shop is just like basically you get like a double chest or a single chest and you put items in it and you take the item that you want to sell and hit the chest with it, and then it'll put a sign on the chest and people can come there and buy whatever's inside of the chest. It's just an extra way to make money, and it makes other players trying to get stuff, it makes it a lot easier for them to get if it's not in slash shop. So it's a nice little addition to the server. And then for the random tower report, you can do slash RTP or you can do slash res world if you want to use a command for wherever you're at. There's also at spawn, there's also the random teleport portal that you can come through, and there's also the resource world portal you can come through if you're already at spawn and you want to do that. The server also has a playtime reward, so basically it's just a reward that whether you're like physically playing or you're just AFK. So what you're gonna do is go playtime rewards, and it's gonna bring up a GUI, and just as you play, it'll unlock them, and you just click on them, and it'll give you tokens, and it's just a nice little way to get some extra tokens for just playing the game. All right, so yeah, that's basically all the features of the server. It's a nice, fun little server. It is still a small server, but it is growing every day. Feel free to come by and check it out. I'll put the link to the server again on screen, and it's towerrealms.minecraft.best. So yeah, come check it out. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. Until next time, take it easy.